Welcome to my little creation station. Yesterday in the reading, as today, I've only got one window open, right? All the other windows are closed. That gives me a message in itself that just that, there's only one window open. I've closed off every other window and I'm only open to one. A lot of different ways you can look at it. I was thinking about that little tiny home that I was trying to get, right? And in the messages, it's funny, I said that to you guys. Sorry it's so dark in here. Dark would be, I don't see the way through. I can't see the light in the tunnel or whatever, the light at the end of the tunnel. And I said, it's pretty dark because it's so hot outside. Hot temper, hot, I don't know, whatever it was. It's just hot, uncomfortable, right? And so I said, I've just got one window open. And then in the reading, it said, if a door slams in your face, look for the window. And I was like, what? So I shared this on my Facebook page today because it led me to a series of different things. And one was the song right now, She's Sweet But She's Psycho. My friends say, run, don't walk away. Somebody's friends are totally are like controlling their choices, which is really sad. I'm going to go back to that in a second. I should turn the radio down because it's distracting me. But so basically, if sometimes when the universe says no, they slam a door. And that is not to hurt you, it's to protect you. But sometimes when a door shuts, you're supposed to see, how bad do I really want that? Do I really want that? Well, they said no. But if you gave up every time somebody said no, you'd never get anywhere. I'm not somebody who gives up, right? And so for us to get that message, if the door's closed in your face, look for the window. So I said to Spirit, okay, show me the window. Show me the window. What are you talking about? Is it in regards to this? Because for all of us, everybody has a different story, right? For you, it might be a relationship or a job. Not they said no. Or a rental. I tried to get this studio for 2 years and I was told, nope, I'm not renting to friends. Nope, never happening. And then I found a cabin up in Idlewild and I was just about, actually I'd written to the person. I was just about to go for it. And at the time it was double what I had paid for rent. But I thought, I'm gonna jump off, I'm gonna take that freaking leap of faith if this is where I'm supposed to go. So I said to Spirit before I went to bed, if this is what I'm supposed to do, when I wake up tomorrow morning, whoever answers me first, I'm going for it. And so I wake up in the morning and I wondered, I didn't get anything. I didn't get a message. And then I get a text message from my landlord and he says, all right, I'll rent it to you. And I'm like, wow, I really honestly had given up on this one. Think about that. I'd really honestly given up on it. And then Spirit stepped in. This is kind of divine intervention working with you because we are co-creators with the divine. Song right now is about a guy who feels like somebody has walked away. I'm going under. And this time I feel there's no one to save me. He's thinking of giving up. This all or nothing has got a way of driving me crazy because she wants all, not, right? All or nothing. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to tell, somebody to hold. It's easy to say. It's never the same. I guess I kind of like the way you numbed all the pain. But now the day bleeds into nightfall and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved. So she said all or nothing. I'm not into playboys. It's not in and out, come in whenever you're in town, hit me up. She said it's all or nothing, And now he's sorry because she's gone. So is he giving up? Right? And he says, I need someone to hold. That's interesting because yesterday when I looked at this crystal cut pen holder, and then I saw this pen that's all scratched up. I said, this pen feels really good in my hands. I saw myself as this, the one with the chip. But I said, do you have a chip on your shoulder? And this one said, I need someone to hold. This is a pen holder. And they're a perfect fit. Remember that? So I gotta turn the radio down. I'm gonna be too distracted. I tend to close my eyes, but it hurts sometimes. I fall into your arms when I close my eyes. I feel safe in your holding when you come back around. And now the day leads into nighttime, and you're not here to get me through it all. So, no, of course, we're not supposed to be there to save someone. You know, it's a figure of speech, clearly. It's like when two people are meant to be together like that, they save each other. They're healing for each other. So I started thinking about the window that closed, the door that closed, and that there was a window, and I thought, there's gotta be a window. What is the window? But then I thought, I'm not gonna beat my head against the wall. Spirit will show me what the window is. And so I started thinking, everywhere I went, I saw an orange colored car, I know it's Halloween time coming up, but it's not that. It's like the color was paraded in front of me. And I was like, is it that house being paraded in front of me? Or is it the tiger in me that's being paraded in front of me? The sacral chakra, the seat of sexual energy, that creative energy, that passionate energy. What is it that I'm seeing? And so I started thinking about the conversation that the park manager and I had. And people were writing to me on Facebook. I was getting private, encouragement from my soul family. You guys freaking rock. And they're like, you're so determined and you manifest amazing things. And my landlord was talking to his friend yesterday who's a realtor, and she said, no, I don't think she's going to get the loan. She's self-employed. She can't prove it. It looks pretty bad for her. And he says, I don't know. She's manifested some pretty amazing things. She's got connections. I do, right? And so I thought about the conversation, and song right now, Sugar, I'm right here. I'm broken down. I need a little loving in my life. Sweetness in my life. Sugar. Yes, please. Won't you come and put a little love on me? So somebody's missing another person, and they just need to speak, right? But they're listening to their friends, and their friends are telling them bullshit stories. Ooh, detach from those friends. Detach. Okay, so the conversation, this morning, one of the messages I got from a Facebook friend, from Lori, she said, well, you've got your truck that you always wanted, and you got the trailer hitch. Why don't you just go get your trailer and then find some land to pull it up on, right? And I said to my landlord, I wonder if I was meant to get that little place, or if maybe I was just meant to be told to let go of that toxic car, right? The car that I was traveling forward in life, it didn't suit me. It's kind of like somebody going and looking at a guy's going to look at a Jeep. It suits his lifestyle, just like mine, right? It suits my lifestyle. It's dependable, it's strong, it's sturdy, it can go over mountains, it's going to be there for the long haul. And then he saw this sports car, and he thought, oh, that'd be fun, that'd be so cool. And he started to talk to the salesperson, and the salesperson was telling him all about it. But the race car was, it was pretty, it was fast, and it was cute, and it was sexy, but it wasn't very durable, and it wasn't going to last in the long haul. And he said, no, you know what, I'll stick to my Jeep. And I thought, that's like people, right? You could go for a pretty face, and they look flashy on the exterior, but what are they like underneath? And are they there for the long haul? And can they hang? And can they deal with it? Or is it going to be a flash? Or you're so interested in what it appears on the outside, right? So that flashed in. I just had to bring it in. So she says, you got this trailer that you can, remember the trailer you wanted to haul? You got your truck, you got your Jeep, and you got the tow hitch, and you can go anywhere, and it's sturdy and reliable. I can, pull a trailer behind me. And I thought, trailer. And then it made me think about the park manager. And I said, why is there a skirt around the bottom of this manufactured, like this little tiny home? And he said, well, it's to hide the wheels. And I said, so it's on wheels? And he says that they roll them in, they pull them down the freeway. Well, you've seen the tiny homes, they drag, you can move them. That's why people get them. And I thought, I wonder if that's my window. Because I wasn't able to get a personal loan, and I wasn't able to get a loan for a mobile modular home, but I might be able to get a loan for a recreational vehicle, which is what a tiny home can be classified as if it's able to be moved. So that was a window, and I explored it, and I looked, and I don't know. I mean, it got very complicated again, and unfortunately, when the credit was run, they dinged my credit, which was almost at 800, and I thought, nice. Every time somebody looks into it and they ding my credit, no thanks. So I decided, and I had to have a conversation with Spirit, and I said, you know, I don't need to bang my head against a wall. I put a post up that said, if you want something, get off your ass and work for it. And then I had one woman say, angels whisper my ass, don't even post what, and I said, look, and then one person said, I'm on disability, I'm in a lot of pain. Clearly that message wasn't for the people that aren't able to work. We're talking about people who would rather hang on to a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, right? That want to ride on the coattails of others and who don't do their work. And we're talking about spiritual work too, right? I don't want somebody who wants to hang on to my coattails and isn't interested in doing his spiritual work, puts himself out there as a spiritual person, but when I do question them about it, they don't go very deep with it. Yeah, what about your dreams? Oh, I haven't dreamed for a long time. So what happened to this spirituality that you supposedly had, right? It's not real. It was a facade. It was a little shiny race car. It didn't go the distance. So I just said to Spirit, I don't need to bang my head against a wall. If I'm meant to have this, it's going to land in my lap. You will literally show me the window. But maybe it wasn't that window, because the osprey came up and said that there's a window opening shortly, a window of opportunity opening shortly. It won't last for very long, and you're going to have to leap on it. You have to jump on it, because that opportunity won't last. It won't stick around, and it'll be a long time before it comes back again, and it may not ever come back for you. You may snooze and lose. And I got this morning, unfortunately, there is someone that's going to lose the love of their life because they're afraid to take the leap of faith. And remember, I had that song Kryptonite that came up, and it talked about that old guy that watched a hooker and this pimp, and he was beating up the hooker and he was manhandling her, and he wanted to help, and he saw videos of himself when he was a younger actor, and he was a superstar, he was a superhero, and so he put on his superhero cape and he went out in the hallway to go and help the girl, and the pimp beat him up, and he didn't stop him. It didn't stop him. So he went, and when you looked at that person, he looked ridiculous. He was naked and just wearing these baggy underwear, old man, long frizzly hair. It's the symbolic message. He looked ridiculous to other people, but he knew he was a superhero. He knew he had connection. He knew that he was going to save that person. Remember, I was, there's no one here to save me. Sometimes we have to be saved from ourselves, right? And so he wasn't going to let it stop him. And so he put on his superhero cape and he kept going after this one. And everyone laughed at him. Why are you doing that? Everyone laughed at him. What are you bothering with that one for? You know, you'd look at him. That'll never happen. And it's kind of like my tiny home, or maybe in a twin soul relationship. That's never going to happen. You're crazy. Why do you even hold out hope for that, right? All the different ways. A job that you know that you're supposed to get, that you know that you're qualified for, but you keep being overlooked for it, and Spirit keeps telling you, keep going. Or maybe it's not that job. Maybe you need to take your talent and do your own job, right? Leave that place that's toxic. Spirit will show you. We'll be guided. We were guided, right? So there he goes down the street, and a gang of young idiots jump him and beat him up. So that would be whoever, if somebody is wanting to go in, like me, I'm wanting to, I believe in what Spirit's showing me, and I've got haters coming at me, attacking me, jumping on me, saying stupid words, and talking shit behind my back, and making me look like I'm something other than I am, and trying to discredit me, and I know that that's happening to clients of mine too. I walk through it with them. And so he laid there on the ground, and I was crying as I was watching it, because I can't see people be hurt. Somebody they shouldn't have been making fun of him. He was trying to help somebody. He should have been applauded for that. And so he kept going, and a voice told him what to do. A voice. It could have been a spiritual teacher. It could have been a dream. It could have been just a voice like I hear in my dreams, right? Look for the window. I woke up this morning and I saw that little house, that tiger lily house. And then I just kept being motivated to move forward. And sometimes we don't know why. It may not have anything to do with the house. It may just be that I was supposed to let go of that toxic car that was given to me with malice, it wasn't suited for me. It was something that my father wanted for me that I didn't want for myself. I never liked it. It wasn't mine. I didn't want it. I was supposed to get rid of it, and I did. And I didn't feel anything but happiness when I walked away from that. And then I chose the off-road vehicle that I wanted, that suited my lifestyle. It could be me talking about a family wanting their child or their grown child to be with a certain little sports car, hot little number, or a rich guy in a hot car, right? When in all reality, she loved this one. She knew who she loved, or he knew who he loved. But he got everybody was on his ass, everybody was on her ass, and just like the beginning song, talked him into doing something he knew he didn't want. It was forced upon him. No, you actually make choices, but you know, you get to undo your choices if you know that they're a mistake. And so, like I did, I got rid of that, and I got my vehicle. I got the one that I wanted. And so, it may have been only about that. It may have been that I saw something that I decided I wanted to go for. It could have been you in a job, right? I'm going to go for this. And whatever it did, it pushed me to do something else. In order to get that, I had to let go of this. So in order to get the down payment for that place, I had to sell my car. And I said, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to get what it is I know is in my highest good. It's what I wanted anyway. But every time I couldn't find a car, I didn't want to sell my car because I thought, well, it's such low miles. You think about a young girl, she's really young, she looks really cute, right? But it wasn't working for me. Every time I looked at that car, I felt old. Think about a guy who's with a really young girl. Every time I looked at her, I felt old. Every time I looked at that car, I felt old. Every time I looked at it, I thought it doesn't work for me. It's shiny, but it's plastic. I put the freaking groceries on the bumper and it dented it. It couldn't hang. It couldn't handle anything. Couldn't handle any pressure. It was cheap plastic, right? Like Plastic Society people. So maybe it was just about getting rid of that toxic car. Right? Song saying right now, it's too late to apologize. Somebody, it's over. It's too late. Keep saying you're sorry. It's not real sorry. Those tears are crocodile tears. You want something from me, or you want my attention. You don't want me. It's too late. What you've done, whatever it is. So I have somebody coming back from my past that wants me in their life, and I looked into it. Not that I was interested in it. I wasn't. But I had to ask some questions. And it was made very, very clear to me that that person only wanted me because someone else wanted me, because I was going somewhere else. They'd lost my attention. And I saw that person lying with a young girl laying on top of them and trying to hold my hand. You let go of that young girl before you come to me. Right? I'm not holding on to hands with somebody who's in a third party. I don't do third party situations. Thank you very much. But it could have been that there's somebody that's underneath this. What it looked like was because the girl that was near me, she threw herself on top of him. So it wasn't his choice necessarily. She was throwing herself at him and he was reaching out to me. So it helped a client of mine because it was her story. And the words, the names were even the same. I was like, oh my God. I wish I could say the names out loud because whoever's listening would blow their minds, because I was blowing mine. I was just like, oh my God, that's the one that just wants me for attention. And then the other person there was the other one that I care about, his brother, his name. And I was like, wow, okay. So we realized who the player is, and it's not the one I cared for, it's his brother, right? So anyway, messages. Messages were that sometimes Spirit has us do things and we don't even know why we're doing what we're doing. We just need to stay on our path, no matter what's going on, no matter how bad it looks, no matter how bad it feels. Stay on your spiritually illuminated path. Don't leave your path. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing sometimes. Just stay and things will align. Spirit's working with you. We're co-creators with the divine. Things will align. Spirit's working with you. We're co-creators with the divine. You know, when I rhyme, I'm on, right? So that's that. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you without my glasses on because I can't stand wearing them, but I can't really see. So I got to put them back on, and they're all smeary. Yuck. And when I remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, I showed you the Reiki charged lava stone and crystal bracelet, or necklace that I'd made for one of my clients. And I said, you know, I make all of these things and I never have anything for myself. I should make myself something. And so I did. I made this. And this is, I'm not even gonna remember. I love it though, because I said it feels so good. It's purple, spiritual colors, right? And I've got the stones and I put them away. Do I? Oh, maybe I have them here. So I've got lava stone on it. Oh no, I was gonna make another, I fixed my bracelet. So it's got, I'll have to post what the necklace is made of. I can't even remember. But there's lava stone, purple and black lava stone, and then there's different agate, I think, and fancy jasper. I think it is. And it's also purple. And then clear quartz, crystals. And then little tiny silver beads. I don't know which side it's on. I've got one side. Silver beads on one side, not on the other. I don't know why I did it that way, I just did. But it feels really good. And it's mine, unless I choose to sell it. But right now it's mine. And then I was gonna show you what's going to be sent out in the mail. Unfortunately, both of the mail places are closed because of the weekend, and closed on the holiday weekend, I mean for Monday as well. So this is heading off to Sturgeon Bay. This is a large ceremonial sage wand, California white sage and fresh rosemary wrapped, and it's got a come on Sherry, remember the name of the stone. I heard in my head ghost stone. It's not a ghost stone. It's howlite. Howlite, like howling at the moon. Howlite. And it's embellished with a little feather, Indian feather. And it's wrapped in navy leather. And it's wrapped in hemp cording. But what's fun about these, when they burn, they sparkle. They're magic. And this is Reiki charged. So this is a large. And then I have star jasper. This is a medium. And this is star jasper. And it's actually in the shape of a heart. And it's got a key. And these are going to Wisconsin. Everybody's buying from Wisconsin, which is interesting. It's going along with my completed Avian crystal cone right here. And it's got all of those crystals, all of the power from each particular crystal and the meaning of each particular crystal. Every day, when you go to sit down and you do your meditation, you have this sitting in front of you. I would literally hold on to it because immediately you're connecting to your pineal gland, which is what the pine cone is actually named for, the pineal gland, or the other way around. Pineal gland is named for the pine cone, sorry. And you're getting grounded. This is immediately getting you in touch with the forest, getting you in touch with nature. It's grounding you. These avian messengers, the peacock, the vulture, the red hawk, the dove, they're all here. Think about those different avian messengers, and each Reiki crystal is, each is charged with Reiki. Each crystal has its own healing properties and power, and so you would sit there and you would ask, what is it that I'm looking at? What is it that's drawing my attention today? What particular feather am I looking at? Look at that totem. What particular crystal is drawing my attention today? What is it that I need to meditate on, and why? What do I need to look at in regards to those crystals? And then she got also sodalite with a little green citrine. So this is my creation station, spirit set. Remember I saw the sacral chakra color? I got driving back across. The sacral chakra house, right? The tiger lily house. It's the color of your sacral chakra, which is the seat of sexual energy and creativity. So my message was get busy and get creative, right? And I am connecting with the earth. I'm connecting with lava, the fire, because these are lava stone, and my clear quartz intention, and my purple. And for me, I wanted to connect with spirit. That's why I'm wearing purple. I'm connecting with my higher self and with my angels, with my angelic guides and team. And as I said, if I'm meant to have if this is in my highest good to have this little tiny house, you'll make it happen. And you'll show me the window. And if it wasn't about that, I'm looking for the window, the opportunity that's coming. And it might be that someone else has got a very short window, right? Because I heard someone is about to miss out on the love of their life because they're afraid to take a leap of faith. So it'll take me back because they're listening to their friends or they're listening to their fears, right? They're not asking spirit. They're not asking spirit, which is who they should ask for guidance, not people who are not spiritual people. Why would you ask people that are not spiritual people for advice on your life? Doesn't make sense. You go to spirit. So I didn't finish the story of the old man. He was beat up by everyone, right? Last time, but he heard a voice or he got a message and he was told what to do. And he climbed to the top of a building and his glasses are just destroyed. Ugh, they're just destroyed. Can't hardly see out of them even with them on. And he climbed to the top of a building and he followed that pimp into a club and everyone's like, hey man, high five, right? And he was told to go to the top and it was a glass roof looking down like a big skylight, and he threw his body through the glass and landed on top of that motherfucker and nailed him to the ground, and he was done. Now, people made fun of him. They poked fun at him. They said he could never accomplish it. Don't even bother. What are you doing taking that leap? That could have killed you. But it didn't, did it? What it killed was the abuser. Whatever abuse was going on. So sometimes it's in our own head. When you take a leap of faith, it's going to kill that abusive self-doubt or the depreciating words from other people, right? It's going to kill that fear. It's killed the fear. And it helped her. He saved that girl. So remember, if Spirit's telling you to go for something and they ask you to take a leap of faith, know that you're going to be okay. They're not going to tell you to do something that's going to hurt you. They're not. They're not. And you need to get consistent messages. We're not asking you to jump through a glass ceiling and land on somebody. But I'm telling you, I'm not afraid to take a leap of faith. And if Spirit tells me and makes it very clear, and it needs to be crystal clear, right? I need to have verification and I need to have consistency. Well, I've had consistency, and our cards have been giving us consistent messages, and I am a clear channel. I know what I'm shown, and I trust in it. I was told this morning, don't be sad. You need to get yourself grounded and connect with your team. It may not be what you're thinking. It may not be that I'm supposed to get that tiny house. It may be another opportunity that's about to come, and the window is going to be very short. And I'm being encouraged to dive on that opportunity. So we'll see. So the person that I wrote to, that I helped this morning, and I was given the same messages, literally highlighted, I'll give you the specific words. Not your true soulmate, the one that I questioned, right? And I know who my twin soul is. But that was interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go on with our reading, and the items you can choose from are, I wish I could remember the name of these crystals, but the purple lava stone and Reiki charged necklace, right? You can go for that. You can go for the feather earrings. You can go for the sage wands, because I'm listening to my higher self. I'm listening to angels. Wherever feathers appear, angels are near, right? And this is highest spiritual color. So it's Archangel Jeremiel's color, and Archangel Jeremiel is the angel of review. I'm getting my emails blown up. The angel of review. It's about looking at where you are, where you've been, how far you've come, what's in your future, what have I learned, what have I now uncovered, and what am I going to do differently? And you've reviewed your situation like I did, and then it's a favorable review, and you're now moving in a new direction, right? So we've got the Avian crystal cone for meditation tools. We can use that, the necklace, the earrings, and the sage wands. Okay, those are items to choose from. So the decks, I'm looking at the Sacred Rebel because I said it's a vulture. Death, transformation, and rebirth. Wow, I was looking at the Sacred Rebels, but I grabbed the Heal Yourself. And I love this. I love this deck. Huh. I love this deck. Hold on. But I'm going to bring the Sacred Rebels out. I'm a Sacred Rebel. I like Sacred Rebels. That's why I don't drive a little girl car. I drive a freaking truck. Lifted little Jeep, right? Because I'm a rebel, and I got places to go. Okay, correct for neutrality. Wow. I just got to give you something. Okay, so the one in the past, my karmic soulmate, and the brother of the one I'm in love with, mirrors for each other. From the person I wrote to, literally said, yes, they are both similar, and it's not a good thing. Yeah, got that loud and clear. Dang. Oh. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose the necklace, the spiritual necklace, the Reiki charged healing necklace, the necklace of review. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Dang. It helps her too because she has a karmic soulmate also, and one that she knows is her soulmate, and the karmic soulmate keeps pulling her back. I saw mine with a young girl all over him, but reaching out trying to hold my hand. And I'm like, don't be reaching out to me when you're with somebody else. Like, what are you doing? And it's exactly what happened to her. Exactly identical. There's mirrors for all of us. It's amazing. She goes, thank you for explaining things. It's amazing how you can find the true meaning behind things that are so hard to figure out. They're both, I won't say their names, both similar, and that's not a good thing. Okay. Now, for those who chose the review necklace, the necklace of review. Discover your life's purpose. All right, somebody's up there playing this violin. I'm kind of getting tired of being played like a violin. He's singing a song, and you know what? He's got this girl at his feet waiting for him, but he's not looking at her, and she's feeling kind of ignored. He's singing a song to someone else, and he's listening. You know who he's listening to? The ancestors. Look who's guiding him above. He's listening to that voice. And this one that wants his attention, he doesn't even see. He's singing a different song. He's not happy where he's at. Discover your life purpose. Figure out what it is that you want. You're being guided. There is a feminine energy above you, loving you, nurturing you, mothering you, telling you. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. Tablets are waterfalls. I heard that 5 years ago. Now you can take it, a message here, and you can split these people apart. He's got someone in front of him, but he's not looking at her. I'm not interested in that. I'm singing a mournful song. She's sitting there with her little shirt, you know, hanging down off of her shoulders, like, hey, in a red dress. Hey, look at me. And he's like, not interested. There's another message. If that's how somebody's treating you, you figure out, you discover what your life purpose is. Don't be freaking sitting around by somebody who's sitting there, you know, singing a song to somebody else. No thanks. I've watched it. I don't want either one of you, right? I don't want the one that makes me wait, and I don't want the one who's singing to me when he's with somebody else. That's bullshit. So you're being asked to actually figure out what your life purpose is. Is it music? Is it art? Is it being in nature? Is it travel? Do you feel like traveling somewhere? This shows me travel because I got that. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. The great wave is emotion, and the great wave of emotion comes over you. Whatever the situation is, go to the mountain. The mountain is your rock. Whoever your rock is it your spiritual team? Is it someone that has always been there for you? Is it your family? Is it God? Right? Go to the mountain with the tablets. To me, tablets are your moral code, because when Moses went to Mount Sinai to get the 10 Commandments, it was the code. You know, do not covet your neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not steal from his brother. Thou shalt not commit murder. On and on, right? It's morality. So it's telling you right now, you need to follow your destiny. There's nothing that's impossible for you. Not if you're on your soul's path. There's nothing that it may seem that way to other people. We've already discussed how other people might make you feel, right? And you're going to be communicated through music, through dreams, through visions, through audio messages, through whatever flies by as far as an animal messenger, by a reading, by somebody's overheard conversation. No matter how incredible the guidance that comes to you is, trust it. When I hear an audio message, I know it's on. It's always accurate. And what's interesting to me is I heard, if you get approved by the trailer park, oh my God, the osprey's here. Oh my God. If you get approved by the trailer park, I will carry the note. So no one has said that to me yet, but somebody is going to, because I heard it. Are you gonna come up? He's probably landed in the tree. He just showed, there he is. There he is. Come over here. Come over here, show yourself. There he is. Oh, you guys probably can't see him. Because at first, remember, I looked up and I wondered who it was, and it was the vulture. Think about that. There's a message in that. I looked up and it was a vulture. The one that was reaching out while being with someone else, right? It wasn't the osprey. The osprey, he just showed up. He's not the vulture. There he is. He's coming up over the roofs. Can you see him right there? And a crow goes after him right away. Dive bombing on him. Dive bombing. Always. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that's pretty freaking cool. Remember what I said? The osprey said important information is pending. I'm underneath all this stuff. It's the only way to keep the freaking heat out. Opportunity is short. When you see it, dive on it. Osprey just showed up again. Osprey is also a messenger. It means there's a message coming. Look at me, I look like John Lennon. So on your life purpose, it's sometimes we don't understand why we're being sent where we're being sent. Sometimes we don't understand what we're hearing. And sometimes we feel like, okay, I've heard that, but it doesn't make sense to me. I can't do that. That doesn't make sense. My lips are chapped. But a lot of times what Spirit's asking us to do doesn't make sense to us logically, because it isn't logical. It's not meant to be. It's like talking to my dad and asking my very, very intelligent, successful businessman of a father, stepfather, who actually wants to see me fail, what his opinion is, and him telling me it's ridiculous. It doesn't make good business sense. Well, I'm not a business person. I'm a spiritual person first, right? And that's what has to happen here. There needs to be a combination of business and spirituality. See the purple, the crystal, right? Put them together, that's a winner, right? You use your head, you use your business sense, but you don't necessarily sometimes move ahead with what's logical. If Spirit's asking you to do it, then you're going to be successful. They're going to help you. Like my landlord said, she's able to manifest things that you can't understand. She seems to have connections, right? So some of the experiences that we go through are fun and some of them are not. Some of them are karmic soulmates that are there to teach us lessons, and we go through a very difficult time. But Spirit is constantly guiding us, constantly communicating with us. And that's how we grow. So at this time, Spirit says, what do you love to do? Now, maybe this guy was told, I want you to marry this girl, this wealthy girl. She comes from an elite society, right? She fits in with the way we do things in this family. But he wants to play music. He wants to be out in nature. He is there with her, and he's ignoring her. He's unhappy. She's unhappy too, clearly, right? He didn't follow what he wanted to do. He's standing there playing his violin, dreaming of where he wanted to be instead of where he's at. So don't be this person. Find out what is your passion. Pick up your violin if that's what you want to do. And don't freaking sit around waiting for any man or any woman that doesn't see your worth and your value. You need to find out what is your soul purpose, right? What is it that you wish to understand? What is it that you need to process? What is it that you need to grow and learn? What does you need to grow? Maybe you're supposed to grow something. I've always wanted to be a farmer. I'm good at that. But I don't make as much money as if I was in the socialite community. Yeah, but you're good at that and you like it. You like being out and living off the land. It feels good. Hard, good, honest day's work, right? I got that message. It feels good making money off of my brain, making a living off of my brain instead of cocaine. I got the something from Mom. I don't know if Mom gave me a loan or Mom helped him, and now he's, instead of doing things in the fast way, he's doing things in an honest, hardworking way, and he feels good about himself, right? So this is a call to action, basically. This is, you need to give yourself time to hear what the answers are. You got to give yourself time to ask questions and find out what it is that I actually truly like. Maybe I don't really know. Maybe you have to do a review like I did. I knew the direction I wanted to go, but I wanted to know, why am I hearing this? Why am I seeing this? Why is this here? Why? Because I needed to cut cords, right? Cut cords, cut cords, cut cords. You know, you're not a spiritual person. You pretend to be. So the answers come to you in many different ways. They could come in a book, they could come on television, in a movie theater, in this reading right now, in an animal messenger that came up, right? The osprey. Pay attention to the way that Spirit communicates with you. They're always communicating with you. So now we're going to go to the purple earrings, since the birds just showed up, right? The osprey. The osprey people, I'll share osprey totem again with you guys. I love it. I've spoken about it so much, and he's been showing up more and more frequently. He's not normally around here. And the red hawk showed up today as well. The red hawk and the osprey, they're cousins. Interesting. So for the osprey, the message is the opportunity that you're considering should be grasped now. It won't last much longer. So something is going to go. Remember that person? You're about to miss on a golden opportunity because you're not awake enough. You're not grown up enough. You're too afraid to go after what it is you know that your heart wants, because you're listening to the wrong people, or you're listening to your own irrational fear. And Osprey says, let go of your irrational fear. Learn how to work with this and challenge yourself to use it to your advantage. What can you do? How can this work for you, instead of seeing it as a problem? If you desire to see your ambition realized, it's time to move on it now. What do you need to do? Ask Spirit, what do I need to do in order to get this? Let go of fear, right? Jump through that roof. I might kill myself. He didn't even question it. He just did it. He just went with it. Sometimes you just go with your gut instinct and you just act. And that's what they're saying. Now's the time to assert yourself. If you will, it will pay off. Do it. Do it. Do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, not in what other people are saying, especially the ones who are trying to step on your Achilles heel and trip you up. That if you want to see this opportunity in front of you, you're going to lose it if you snooze. You lose, you snooze, you lose, right? So it's letting you know that you might be feeling out of your comfort zone. You might be about to jump through a glass window down on the top of some big loser, some big pimp, right? You're out of your comfort zone and the changes are overwhelming. And the osprey is here to let you know, I'm a diving eagle. I will dive down under the emotional waters and I will emerge safe and sound. They're telling you to stop worrying what other people think. It's your ego that is telling you that people even really give a shit in the first place, because they really don't. It's also telling you that right now, make sure that your boundaries are very clear, right? For the ones that are trying to come back in and attach to you or stepping over boundaries, you make sure that those boundaries are very clear. Somebody said, I put up a post, I wish I could remember what it said, but the comment was, I don't think you would do that, Sherry. You would make it very clear who you wanted and who you didn't, and you wouldn't be messing around, because you're very, very, very truthful and outspoken and stand firm in what you believe. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with you. You'll hear it from me. I'm not interested. Keep moving. So also, you need to respect other people's boundaries as well. And as I said, the hawk, it's not the cousin. The osprey is not the cousin of the red hawk. It's a relative. They're a team, and they're both messengers. They share that duty. So they're telling you to stay alert, because there's important information that's pending. So I have my one little window open, the window of opportunity. I'm watching my one window. So it could be, is there one window that you're able to look in to reach somebody on the computer? Is that your window? Use that window if you can. Use it in a proper way. Osprey people know how to go after what they get. They've got those claws, and they don't let go once they get it. They hold on to it, and they're able to be successful. What's so cool about osprey people is that they remain in a dignified way, and they treat others with respect, even when there's a clash of wills, meaning I don't need to fight with you. I choose not to fight with you. I choose peace. I come from a place of peace. Whatever you do is on you. I'm busy moving forward, right? We stand in our integrity. Okay, so now for the ones who chose the feathers, we're going to go to the Sacred Rebels, because that's who I looked at first. And then I just heard the Divine Circus Oracle. Correct for neutrality. Oh, the osprey is so sexy. It's that sexy bird, man. Diving eagle. Whew. This isn't the one that used to visit me over, well, it might be. I had one that would come very infrequently when I lived, that would come very infrequently when I lived off of Bundy Canyon Road on the farm. That osprey would come to me very infrequently, and now he's coming to me here in a different way. Same osprey. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Taking his sweet-ass time. Yeah, and something's slipping, so you better move. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the spiritual feather earrings. Ooh, that was a clear cut. Bring it into form. You're dancing on magical waters. Remember the great wave? When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. The tablets is water pouring forth. Spiritual nourishment, water. We need water to live. We'll die without it. Dancing in the rain. But it's magic. Look at the magic right here. This is someone who lives, right? This is someone who doesn't just dream. They get out there and they dance. Get out there and create. Get out there and use your computer. Get out there and dig your garden. Get out there and make your commitment. Honor yourself with committing to what it is that is inspired from inside of you. If you've been thinking about writing a book, start writing that freaking book. If you've been thinking about painting, start painting. This was my day. I said, welcome to my center of creativity, right? I'm creating today. Do it. Don't dilly-dally. I make money doing this. I connect to spirit doing this. I connect to healing energy doing this. And it's fun. It's creative. I like it, right? So Spirit's saying, once you take one step forward, Spirit will run forward to meet you. Take a step, whatever it is. I looked into it and I put it out there and I took one more step, right? I didn't let the door slam in my face. I saw a window and I went to explore it. If it's not about that window that I'm supposed to explore, that's okay. I took one step. Now, by doing that, I'm showing the universe I'm not willing to sit here and agree with, well, that was my test. I just heard that was your test. You passed your test. So I was told no. And the message was, but Spirit didn't tell me no. Spirit showed me that place over and over again. the bank told me no. I was told to look for the window, right? And so I said to Spirit, I could have said, okay, well, that's it. It's too difficult. No one says that, I can't do it. I can't show enough money on paper to satisfy them. So I guess that's the end of that. And yet I kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And I kept saying, Mom, I know you want me to get back in the market again. I need to do this for myself. I've owned many homes of my own that I've bought and sold. And it ended up being exes that walked away with everything that was mine, right? And it's not okay anymore. I walked away from my house with my ex-husband leaving the property on my shoulders. We were upside down in the house. It was a bad loan. And he walked away, leaving me holding the bank because it was in my name. I'm the only one that had good credit. I've always had good credit because I pay for everything. And I'm responsible. And so he walked away and left me holding the bag, and I ended up walking away and losing my home. But I went on my spiritual path. And when Spirit asks you to do something, if something is taken away from you, it will come back better than it was before, and you'll be in a better place. I was supposed to let go of that toxic home. I was supposed to have nothing to do with that home. I needed to go on my spiritual journey. Well, I've done that for the last 7 years now. It's time for me to have my own home. So I said, basically by making that statement, I said to the universe, I'm not accepting that door slamming. You told me to look for a window, so I am. So I made the steps. Now, that's it. I'm going to wait now, and I'm going to let Spirit come rushing to meet me. That's what they're telling you here, right? We are co-creators with the divine. Stop worrying about how it's going to work out. Don't delay. The universe loves boldness. They love it when we rush forward. They want to rush forward to meet us. They like to see you dancing in the rain. You're going to get provided. You're going to get provided. Excuse my English. You will be provided your information for your next step, right? So sometimes we have to sacrifice one thing for another. I sacrificed my brand new plastic car with only 20,000 miles on it, like somebody would sacrifice a little plastic bimbo, in order to get a vehicle that's suited to my lifestyle, that's going to go the distance, that's going to go the long haul, it's going to take me where I want to go, it's dependable, and that suits me and I like it. And it turns me on, right? Turns me on. I'm not going to be sitting there. I got to look at it again. It's not like that guy, right? She doesn't turn him on, clearly, right? It's like that car didn't turn me on. That truck, every time I look at it, I love it. I love it. I don't care that it's older. So what did I do? I took a bold step and I traded it in. And what did I have to do? I lost the mileage. Now the mileage on that one was only $20,000. 20,000 miles. Like, she's got very low miles, right? She's so young. She hasn't even experienced life. She has no freaking clue. And it could be that she hasn't experienced life because she hasn't gone out and done anything. It may not even be about age. It may just be her mindset. What is that? Like a debutante that I'm looking for a rich daddy. I'm looking for somebody to carry me, right? Doesn't have to be older. Could be a younger guy that's got money, but that's what I'm looking for. And so I traded the low mileage for one that has, let's see, the one had 20,000. This one has 109,000 miles, which is still great for a vehicle like that, right? And it's in mint condition. Mint condition. It's been very, very well maintained, very well taken care of. But I traded in a 2016 vehicle for a 2008 vehicle. You got to make a sacrifice. But is it really a sacrifice? If you get what you want, it might be in the terms of other people. It might not be logical. My dad would be like, why would you trade in a 2016 vehicle with 20,000 miles on it for a 2008 vehicle with 109,000 miles? Because that 2016 vehicle with 20,000 miles is not going to go the long haul. Just like that guy said about the sports car and the girl, right? That one's not going to be, it's not going to be there for the long haul. That's there for a flash in the pan. That's for fun, and then you're going to throw it away and it's going to be done. I have a throwaway car. That Sentra was a throwaway car. It doesn't hold its value. This one will, right? And it'll get there, and it'll get me where I need to go. So whatever information that you need to translate whatever ideas or hopes or aspirations that you have into reality, you will get from Spirit if you keep dancing in the rain. But these people are running forward. And you know what? Just going barefoot. You gotta go, I gotta go now. I didn't even have time to put my freaking shoes on and I'm running. That'd be me. That'd definitely be me. So it's interesting about this particular message is we got this, it's called the Sacred Rebel Oracle. But this picture is called the Sacred Fool, which is me. I love the Sacred Fool. People think you're foolish. You're gonna hurt yourself falling through that ceiling and stopping that idiot from holding that one hostage, right? Think about what a pimp is. A pimp can be anything. A pimp is somebody that you sell your soul to in order for you to bring money to them. right? Your pimp could be, I'm a pimp to my record label. I'm a pimp to this company. I'm a pimp to my family. I'm pimped out, right? And they control me. Bam. This is called the sacred fool. The fool runs and does things that other people think are foolish. I dance in thunderstorms, in the rain. I'm known for that. In Sturgeon Bay, I did it all the time. Everyone knows. Starts pouring rain, I'm outside, barefoot, dancing in the rain. I love the lightning. I love the thunder. I was thunder before the lightning, so, you know, I'm at home with that. So if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. That's the next message. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If I'm supposed to have that little tiny house, it will happen. If I'm not, I'm still showing the universe I'm going after what I want. And so I get one more step closer to bringing into reality what I'm asking for, right? It could be better because I deserve better. That's for damn sure. So Spirit wants you to relax, get clear on what it is that you want. Close your eyes and imagine the stars becoming you. You are the star, and you are sparkling, and you are a light. What color is your star? I just heard mine is blue. What kind of energy does it have? Lightning force. What feeling or emotion? Electricity. That's what mine does. If you're a visual person, you might see colors, shapes, you might hear things. You think of what stars do. They shine, they burn, they expand, they tingle. When I said about my sage wands wrapped in the rosemary, they're like magic. They sparkle. They're like fireworks. That's what my star is, like a firework. It's like a shooting star, right? So allow that process to go out through your body and allow that tingling and all those feelings to run down your arms and down your legs and all throughout your body. And imagine those sparks flying off the ends of your finger because you are manifesting, baby. You are manifesting into reality. That's what you're doing. Imagine the light. Look at the sparks flying from you. All of it shooting out from your heart, from your crown chakra. I am energized and empowered to bring my ideas to life. I release any fear that won't live up to the perfection of my ideas or fantasies. I give them permission to become what they want to be, in service to life. In releasing these ideas into form, I open up to receive new ideas and inspirations. I am helped with this process through unconditional love. For the greater good of all, so be it. That's why I said I saw it electric. Yay! Okay. I'm liking this reading a lot. So it doesn't even matter. If I don't get that tiny home, I'm getting a freaking awesome one. Yes, I am. I am. The two most powerful words that you can say. Anything that follows after that, you are creating. I am prosperous. I am getting the home of my dreams. Now, I will tell you that the home of my dreams is not a tiny home. The home of my dreams is an arts and crafts home. That is the home of my dreams. But I'm happy where I am until I get where I'm going, right? I'm grateful for what I have until more comes along. I'm happy where I am right here until I get where I'm going. But I am moving forward. I am creating my future, right? We got to look forward into the future. It's been 7 years since I went on my spiritual path and walked away and lost everything. Had all of my antiques stolen, had all of my inheritance stolen, had all of my property stolen and lost my house. But I went on my spiritual journey and I've been all over the place, and I wouldn't undo that for anything in the world, because the experiences that I have experienced cannot be matched. I wouldn't trade those in. And the people that I met are soul family, and it's amazing. I've expanded. I've grown since then. I'm not the person I was before. I worked for somebody else. Now, think about that. There's a catch-22. I worked for somebody else, and I had a W-2, and because of that, I was able to get loans. Now I work for myself, and because I work for myself, I'm a go-getter, I'm responsible, and I'm following my spiritual path. I'm punished by the banks because they won't loan to me. It's coming in a different way. It's not coming from them. It's coming from spirit. It's going to come. It's going to come in a way that's going to blow everybody else's mind, because that's how I roll, and that's how spirit rolls, right? I trust in them. I am that Superman, that superhero that you may look at as an old, ridiculous person that's embarrassing themselves, you know, thinking that you're going to do anything to save this situation when you're not going to be able to do it. As my dad said, they will never loan that to you. You won't get that place. And he delighted in letting me know that he had loaned somebody who had used him again and again copious amounts of money, and they'd thrown it away, but wouldn't be interested in helping me, even though he had Fort Knox at his disposal. But what did that teach me? I never asked for it, and I wouldn't. That taught me that I'm doing it on my own with Spirit's help. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. I need Spirit's help, right? Stand up. Okay. Stand on, teaches you to stand on your own two freaking feet, and it teaches you to be proud of yourself. And you know what? If I go into a tiny home like that, I will be proud of myself. I don't care about the size of the home. It'd be my home, and I would have gotten it with Spirit's help only and my hard work. And I could create it into a little palace, and that works for me. I'm happy with that. One day, I'm gonna get my arts and crafts home. Maybe I'm gonna make my little tiny home into an arts and crafts home. Maybe that's what it is. Because I don't really like the idea of a big giant place. I like the idea that being able to close it up, turnkey, and travel. Simple. I like simplicity. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. We're all gonna have to go back to simplicity because money's gonna be thrown in the streets and it's not gonna mean shit. So you're gonna have to be a survivor. You're gonna have to be able to work for yourself and be smart if you could learn how to grow your own crops, right? You could get your own food. You knew what to do and you had a vehicle that could get you places. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the sage wands, the ceremonial sage wands, sage and rosemary, they smell so incredible. Oh my God. My client that received hers in Sturgeon Bay, oh, I should have asked her to share it with you guys. She sent me a message. Sometimes I ask if I can share with everyone else how they found it. Where is it? She just said she was super happy, and the smell of it's amazing. See if I can find it. She wrote to me probably on my business page. If anybody would like help with a private reading with dream analysis, would like to purchase anything from my Merlin Shamanic Toolbox, which is where everything is located on my website. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com, and my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on YouTube, where this channel is. And if you're new to my page, welcome. If you like what you're getting, please click like. I love to hear your comments. Please keep them positive. And click the subscribe button and you'll be notified of the videos. I would like this channel to grow. It deserves to grow. The information needs to go out there. It deserves to be seen and heard by the most amount of people. I appreciate you doing that. That helps me, right? But it is what it is. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Who knows? Correct for neutrality on all levels. I can't find it and I'm not going to go on any longer about it. This is from the Divine Circus Oracle because that's what I heard next. For those who chose the sage wands, sage and rosemary wrapped wands, out of darkness. See this one with the scar on his face? Makes me think of drops of Jupiter. Did you happen to fall from a shooting star? One without a permanent scar. And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? Even the stars fall and burn, so some burn to the ground, right? This one is wearing their scar with pride. I told you guys, the knight that I want to see doesn't show up in a shiny suit of armor. They show up dented and banged up and rusty because they've been through the war and they have learned their lessons. So here this one is coming out of the darkness, and this could be you. This could be you coming out of the dark night of the soul. This could be you coming out of a dark period of your life. This could also be telling you, because you see the little seed pearls of wisdom in his gray hair. Now, gray hair is a sign of wisdom. It also comes from stress, right? So he's got now streaks of gray hair. He's been working at something for a long time. He's gone through a lot. It's aged him, what he's been through. And it's also showing wisdom coming from his crown. And those little pearls, those are pearls of wisdom that he has gleaned along the way. And it's also telling you that those little seeds have taken root. Whatever you have planted in the darkness is now going to come to light. There's something that has taken root, even though you're not possibly seeing it right now. You may not even feel it. Sometimes you'll feel things, but if you're not somebody who gets those, you don't have those gifts where you have that physical connection where you can feel the vibration of connecting with something or someone, it may be hidden from you, the feeling and the sight of it. But these little seeds that you have planted in regards to whatever it is, relationship, love, an inspiration, a job, an idea that you've planted in someone's mind, never underestimate the power of planting a seed. Once you plant that seed, it takes hold, it takes root, and it starts to grow. And this, what is meant to grow, it's still away from the light. As soon as it hits the light, it's going to take off, right? As soon as that little sprout comes out, when the time is right, it's hidden away right now. It might feel to you that whatever this is dying. It's out of reach. This relationship's dying. This dream is dying. This whatever it is, this hope that you had. But that's not true. because as soon as it starts to pop, you'll see it pop through, then your perspective completely flips. You're like, oh my God, there it is. It didn't die, there it is. My landlord planted all of these sunflowers, and he says, wow, none of them came up. I guess it was too hot. And he gave up on it even though he was watering. And all of a sudden, he came running upstairs and he goes, oh my God, they're all coming up. It took him longer than he thought. So sometimes it's not your time frame, it's Spirit's time frame, right? So when the time is right, and they're saying that that is fast approaching, it's gonna pop up and reveal itself. Something, someone, something. It's no longer going to be a seed. It's gonna grow, and it's gonna grow fast, and it's gonna grow strong. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So whatever it is you're struggling with right now in your life, we all have different struggles in our life. Whatever it is that is, it could be personal growth. It could be releasing the demons of our past. It could be coming to terms with the scars that have been left behind, and what caused those scars, right? It's about not being ashamed about those scars. I went through this. This is who I was. This is what I did. I'm hearing that song right now. You love me, but you don't know who I am. You know, there's another song. If you knew the places I'd been, if you knew the things that I'd done, would you still be down? That's your past. That's your history. Those are the lessons that you learned. You can't hide the truth of who you are, and there's no reason to do so. Understand that those scars that you carry, it's just like having a baby, right? I have scars. I have scars across I've got scars on my boobs because I was nursing. My boobs exploded, huge. I got scars across, where I had an emergency. I didn't have what is it called? Cesarean. I had a hysterectomy, but I have scars across the bottom from a baby. Your skin stretches and you get scars. It's when men work out, big buff guys, they got scars on their arms from growing very quickly. So those scars are your growth, and you need to be proud of those scars. You don't have to be proud of what happened. You just need to be proud that you went through that struggle. You went through that challenge, and you came out the other side. That darkest part of your life that was so difficult. And so whatever it is, these karmic soulmates or these karmic conditions that we go through, even if it's difficult, it's teaching you. Like with myself, I lost my house, right? I've been living like a freaking hobo for the last 7 years, right? And people would say, she's just after your money to anybody else. I'm not after freaking anybody, But I went through a lot, and Spirit took it from me. They literally did. They had everything taken from me, and it made me be strong. It made me rely on myself. And you have gotten strong. It's shown you what you're made of. It's shown you that you can go through that and come out the other side. So it's assisting you. And you'll never be afraid of that again, because I've been through that. I've been through the freaking war. You can't hurt me. You're snakes and stones may break my bones, but I'll never fear you again, right? So my inner strength, my courage, my belief in myself, these gifts, these are now gifts. These, what you thought were curses, are now gifts. And soon there's going to be an opportunity, and we keep being shown about this opportunity that we soon are going to have, right? There's a blessing that comes from your past, and it's waiting to transform in front of you. There is an affirmation or a healing trick in here. Let me find it. A quote: the seed starts very small and in the darkness. Once the mighty oak was only an acorn. And I was told by a person once, don't ever call an angry Indian chief a crushed acorn. He soon will be a tree. The seed grows into a strong, healthy plant. It brings forth new life in a perfect time and in the perfect way. I am loved and protected by the universe as the darkness holds the seeds of new life safe until the moment for birth is upon it. New life rises up through me. I rise, I rise, I rise. Okay, that's the one. I took my banner picture down today from my Facebook page, and I knew, I knew the picture I was supposed to put up. And I hesitated. I think I didn't hesitate. I think I got sidetracked because I multitask, right? I had my work line on. I was making these stage wands, and but the picture that I picked, I ended up putting a mermaid up, and then I thought, no, that's not what I saw, what I heard, and it's not what I saw. What I saw is this woman who's wearing a headdress, this goddess, the colors of a peacock. Remember yesterday about the peacock? Will people think I'm proud? Will people think I'm arrogant because I do this? Will they think I'm being a bully? Will they think I'm whatever, conceited or stuck up or think too much of myself? And Spirit says it doesn't matter what they think. It matters what you think, and it matters why you're behaving in the way that you're behaving. And if you are standing bold and being who you're meant to be, it doesn't matter what they think. And so the picture, I'll show it to you. And the song that goes with it is Rise. Oops, oops. Look at her. She says, don't you think I can't? I can do anything I set my mind to. I will not be stopped. I am the phoenix rising. You watch me, right? So this is for men and for women. See yourself. This is where you're at maybe right now, but this is who you are. Rise. I won't just survive. Oh, you will see me thrive. I can't write my story. I'm beyond the... You can't write my story. I'm beyond the archetype. I won't just conform, no matter how much you shake my core. Because my roots, they run deep. Oh, ye of so little faith. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. That is spirit speaking, okay? When spirit is speaking this to you. And then you say, victory is in my veins. I know it. I know it. And I will not negotiate. I will fight it. I will fight it. I will transform. And when the fire's at my feet again, and the vultures, remember that one that looked like it was the osprey, but it wasn't, it was a freaking vulture, right? Like that one, that karmic one in my dream that keeps coming. It's not just in my dream, that karmic one keeps trying to reach out to me, even though he's got a little girl lying all over him, right? When the fire is at my feet again and the vultures all start circling, they're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised, I will still rise. I must stay conscious through the madness and chaos. So I call on my angels, and they say to me, oh, ye of so little faith, don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in your veins. You know it, and you will not negotiate. Just fight it, and be transformed. Because when the fire's at my feet again and the vultures all start circling and they're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised, I will still rise. Don't doubt it, don't doubt it. You know it, still rise. Just fight it. Don't be surprised, I will still rise. And then what I put for my comment was my other totem. I got the eye of the tiger, and you'll hear me roar louder than the lion because I'm a champion and I'm dancing through the fire, right? This has nothing to do with arrogance. This has nothing to do with conceit. This has everything to do with knowing your own divinity and knowing that you have a team. And when your team is cheering you on and telling you to go for it, you will not fail. You are told to rise. You are told to get up. You are told that what you have, just like me, those seeds, they take root, and my roots run deep, all the way down to the other side of the planet and beyond. The universe believes in me. I believe in me. I create, accept, and enjoy opportunities that enliven my spirit and make my heart sing. Bam! Bam! Yes. All right, what's the last deck? We're either going to use Oracle of Shadows and Light, Shapeshifters. What are we using? You just say we're friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. Which one? Show me, Spirit. Which one is it? Call my name, I'll be coming to you. I was told I'm going on a trip. That's what I was told. I thought feathered omens, I heard no. Bear with me. Amethyst is the crystal for today. Obviously purple, but amethyst is our crystal. The message that we need. I heard shapeshifters. Really, I love it when Spirit talks and I can hear them that quickly. I really, really love that. I like that, Spirit. I like it when you talk to me just quickly like that. It's been a long day since I've seen you, my friend. I'll tell you all about it when we meet again. Wow. You know, there's a version of this song that just busts my heart wide open. They add an additional line. It's the same as All of Me Loves All of You. There's an additional line sometimes that gets slipped in there. This is my twin soul talking to me right now. Correct for neutrality on all levels. The day that they took my friend. This is great. All the hard work. Right now, here I am talking to you. We think back. Something told me it wouldn't last. We had to switch things up. See the bigger picture. Hard work forever pays. And now I see you in a better place. Sometimes we come together and then we have to pull apart and do our work, and we grow up and we figure shit out. And now it's been a long day since I've seen you, my friend. I'll tell you all about everything that's been going on when I see you again. There's the promise. My whole body's covered in chills. Oh, my face even. Have you ever had chills on your face? I've never had chills on my face. I feel it in my face. Wow, I feel like electric. Hands are touching my face. Wow. That's my twin. Wow. He's got my hands in his face. I mean, my face in his hands. Oh, wow. Correct for neutrality. Oh, sorry. That just hit really hard. Ooh. When the vibe is feeling strong and what's friendship turns to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. Oh, correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Avian crystal cone, it's got everything. It's got the feathers, it's got the crystals, it's got the pine cone, it's got all crystals. Oh gosh, the power that you feel, and when you connect with that, they're amazing. They're amazing. And you know, when I made my first one and I shared it, somebody laughed and said, "What the hell is that?" Isn't that funny? Right? You're ridiculous. You look ridiculous. You make ridiculous things. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and wisdom is also in the heart of the beholder. Correct for neutrality in the awakened one. For those that chose the Avian crystal cone, correct for neutrality on all levels. Wow. Beautiful little worm. You're not taking care of yourself, and it's time that you did. You need a rest. It's time for a nap. You might be feeling a cold. You might be feeling sore. You might have a headache. Do you know I've had a headache for 2 days? And I told you guys, I don't get headaches. Don't get sick. It's not my headache that I'm feeling, but somebody has a headache that's connected to me. And this one needs to take care of themselves. They're feeling run down. I am run down. You can see the little worm. That's who we're talking about. This little worm is going to go through a transformation, a difficult transformation. Maybe you have gone through this difficult transformation, and you're being encouraged to be somewhere safe and soft and loving and gentle, and you need to be that way with yourself. Take care of yourself. The number is 1 and 7. Keep your thoughts positive. Focus on what you want to see happening. Focus on the best, and it will manifest. And number 7, you're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectation as long as you stay on your spiritually illuminated path. So, a lot of people think you're weird. A lot of people think you're strange, right? Maybe they think that you're very insignificant and you don't hold a fancy degree, and you've got a very humble, you come from a very humble background or upbringing, and they make fun of you. They think your ideas are out to lunch. They think they're harebrained ideas. But you're important, and there are people that love you very, very much and realize how special and precious you are. Maybe more so than you realize about yourself. You're being told to exercise regularly, rest better, be kinder to yourself. Where do you have to get things done, and where can you let things go for now? What do you need to stock up on? What do you need to get rid of? What is toxic in your arena that you can release, and what new can you bring in? Freshness. My landlord had somebody pick up those old ratty leather couches finally, and he says, he came in and he says, "Okay, they just picked them up. Do you feel better?" And I said, "Yeah, I do, and you soon will when we move the brand new couch that I got for you up into your room. And it's green. So when you sit your ass on that, you'll know that that's new beginnings, abundance and growth and health and healing." He goes, "I like that." So you need to be in a place where you feel comfortable. You need to be in a place where you're relaxed. Your own space, away from the stress and demands of friends, of people, of parents, of anyone. You need to be where, even from your close friends, you just need to be in a place where you're just at peace. This is an American beauty rose, English garden rose. And my grandmother had these roses. They're yellow, very, very soft yellow with pink edges, and they're incredible. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not an American beauty rose. Those were my mom's. These were my grandma's roses. These are called peace roses. And I had this beautiful rose bush that was my grandma's, and it was my mom's. And when my brother stole my house and inheritance, I was supposed to get that rose bush out, and it went with the house, and I didn't get it. So when I get my home, I will plant peace roses in the garden for my mother, along with the rosemary. So you think about the petals of a rose, how soft and gentle. That's how you need to treat yourself, speak about yourself, and have the conditions around you feel. Maybe time to snuggle up in a very soft blanket, because whatever changes you've been through have been very, very traumatic. You need to be in a place where you're relaxed and calm. You need to be a place where people aren't throwing psychic daggers at your back. Remember yesterday? I see you. I feel that dagger in my back. I know it's there. But I made a fire. I'm moving forward. But you know, I still need to recover from that. And I'm going to recover far from you. So maybe it's your immune system that's broken down because you're overextending yourself. You're tired like me, right? I got to stop before. If I'm getting a headache for 2 days, I need to shut it down and have a nap. It's so bloody hot here that drains you energetically as well. Gosh, I want to get to where there's not this bloody heat. But it's a time of restoration in your life, all the way around. And it could be a metaphysical restoration that you need. It could be a relationship overhaul that you need, a physical move to be in a place where you're at peace and calm. And it could be physically, that you need to do whatever you need to do to handle yourself. If you've got a cold, if you've not been feeling well. But do please keep yourself sheltered from toxic people, energy, and experiences that are around you. You've been longing for this, and you owe yourself this, and you deserve this. And remember that you are loved. Spirit's watching over you. They'll make your way. If you need time off, you need to rest, ask Spirit to help balance out your bank account so that you can take this time off, right? Maybe just do some light in-home stuff. Like somebody said to me, my landlord said to me yesterday, and we both said it. He goes, gosh, he goes, there's so many people at the gates because it's the holiday weekend, which I didn't even know. It's the end of the month. My God, the year's almost over. Labor Day. Think about labor. You've gone through labor, right? And it's relaxing afterwards. So there's 3,000 people here at our lake, and it's 110 degrees, and it's a madhouse, and you don't even want to go outside the gates. He goes, I just want everybody to go away and leave me alone. And I said, I get you. I feel it. I like my little space. I like my solace. I like my peace. I don't want to be at a party. I don't want to be with all those people, right? I want to be alone, or I would want to be with someone that I feel this way with. You see, these two have a companion of each other, right? So if you are at home, kind of piddle around. What am I doing? I'm creating. It's not hard work for me to do this. It feels good. I'm connecting. I'm creating something. I'm getting myself grounded. I'm working with the energy of the crystals, which is all helping heal my body, mind, and spirit. And it's helping my work as well. So you could be doing something like that, or you could maybe rearrange your home, rearrange your furniture. I used to do that all the time, all the time. Kids would go to school and they'd come home and I've got a completely different living room. And they're like, what? Changed everything up. Don't leave things always the same. It gets static. A lot of people don't like change. I used to say I don't like change. I'm comfortable with that. But sometimes change, it needs to happen. And I would always move things around inside. When I had my antique booths, I would get really excited when I would find something wonderful, like this little Buddha, right? And I'd be all excited, and I'm like, oh, I want to bring that home. So I would bring it home for me, and I would take something from my house and trade it out, put it into the shop. I was constantly trading things, right? Keeping it real. So decorate your house, move around some furniture, organize some files, work on a song, work on an art project. If you're not in a place that's as hot as hell like I am, you could work in your garden. Light wash your car. That's kind of like it doesn't require a lot of thought. It's not requiring you to interact with other people. And when you do kind of work like that, you get epiphanies. I do all the time. And very, very soon, you're going to start feeling better. But one of the key things here is knowing that you deserve and treating yourself with respect. You stop self-depreciating words. And don't listen to people who speak depreciating words about you. That will show you who you need to remove yourself from, right? Okay, so that's it for the cards, for our items. And then I want to give us all, this is going to be a long one. Where we're at, 119. A message from the Winged Enchantment. This is just because I freaking love this deck, and because the Osprey showed up and the Red Hawk showed up. And I'm wearing feather earrings. I'm connecting with my Avian messengers. So this is Winged Enchantment. Whoops, move this out of the way. And they're very strong and powerful. That's why I like this deck. It's very self-empowering. So it takes you from the place of what others might call conceit or arrogance or, you know, tooting your own horn or you're a cocky peacock. This isn't about bragging. This isn't about bragging. This is about saying, this is who I am. And this is how I walk my walk and I talk my talk. And what you see behind doors when you meet me in person is how I speak here, right? It's the real deal. So it's not about being arrogant. It's not about being prideful. It's about having proper pride in yourself, self-love, self-worth. If you don't have that self-pride and self-love in yourself, you don't go forward. You don't grow, you don't move. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the healing necklace, I'm going to read it straight to you because that's how it works. The woodpecker, woo! The woodpecker talks about a new opportunity pecking out in your life, a new rhythm pecking out. So let's find woodpecker and we will read it. The number is 38. That might mean something to somebody. The number 3 is an ascended master working with you, one you most likely are already familiar with. It also means full circle completion. It's also a very powerful goddess number for feminine energy. And the number 8, which is signifying the endless infinity symbol, endless supply of everything you need, an endless connection, soulmate connection. So woodpecker, I could deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Woodpecker, this person, we're at a party that we don't like. All these people are talking so much and have so much to say, and I don't feel comfortable in a suit, and I don't like wearing suits. I'm crippled by anxiety, but this is where I'm told I'm supposed to be. By who? Your friends, family? I see this girl and I said, let's get out of here. We don't, I'm sorry, we don't belong here. We don't fit in. We don't fit in. And she says, what the hell are you talking about? We fit in wherever we are. I feel better when I'm with her. I'm a woodpecker, the rhythm of the ancients and the heartbeat of the earth. I am a drummer. Ooh, I know someone who's a drummer. And the percussion of life. I am the one who digs deep and finds the secrets hidden within. I am in tune with the world and allow my echoes to lead me to the heart of others. I can dredge up those things forgotten. I can call out that which hides. Know that everything has a time, a beat of its own. Know that there are always more layers beneath the surface. I have come to change the pace and alert you to something new on the horizon. See? Osprey said it first. Align yourself now with what needs to be rather than what has fallen out of sync. Look to where your heart pulls you and let it play out. Find the new beat of your life. There is great power in realignment. Remember I said purple? This is about reevaluating, realignment. Look at this again. Look at it in a different way. You are captivating sound. You are captivating sound. You are the energy of vibration. You are connection. You are woodpecker. Like that a lot. For those who chose feather earrings. Although I didn't even know he was going to do a reading today. No idea. Correct for neutrality. Spirit just didn't want me to work. And this doesn't feel like work to me. This feels good. This is me getting pumped up by spirit. Getting my own answers, right? Getting my own encouragement and encouraging others. What a better job. What better job, right? I could have got a W-2 working for someone else, making a shitload of money like I used to, and I wouldn't have had a problem getting that loan. But instead, I'm following a spiritual path where I am given guidance and I'm able to help you. How could that be? How could that go unrewarded? It will be rewarded. And my path is much better this way. Better to go a simpler path with less financial gain coming in, knowing I'm following my soul's path, than to have all the money in the big place and not be fulfilled and know I'm not doing what my soul is begging me to do. Chickadee. Chickadee came out yesterday. Chickadee, another word for chickadee is titmouse. Interesting. 4. The angels, they're with you, guiding, protecting, and loving you. There is no reason for fear. So, little chickadee, what do you have to say? I saw one yesterday. Little chickadee, what do you have to say? I saw one yesterday. Rhyme, rhyme, rhyme. I am chickadee, the discernment of right action. I am pure thought and fearless truth. I am the resolution to assert myself and express myself. I am undaunted curiosity. Everyone has a plan to fulfill, and I am the beacon to help carry it out. Not every destiny is grand. Not everyone can make the headlines. Each of us, though, carries something or someone along just by presence. You need to pay attention. You're forgetting your irreplaceable role. I am everywhere because I am curious to see the world play out. I watch to see how things work out. I observe and I find a way in. I do what my nature insists that I do, and I savor my unique imprint. It's time to let your actions do the talking and finish what you have started. You are unyielding. You are the boldness of inspiration. You are purpose. You are chickadee. I love this. Walk your freaking talk, right? I like this. Let your actions do the talking. It's not all about what you say. It's what you do. Put your money where your freaking mouth is, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose, my computer went to sleep and it's not allowed to do that. Wake up. Wake up. And that's a message, because in my dreams, someone that I love was called a computer. They called the computer and he came and worked for them. And I just said, my computer went to sleep and he's not allowed to do that. Wake up. Wake up. It's time. Time is now. It's time to wake up. You know that song by Evan Sons? Wake me up. I can't wake up. Call my name. Call my name. I literally scream my twin's name out loud. Wake up. It's time to wake up. How can you see behind hidden eyes? How can you read my mind? Because we're one. Correct for neutrality. You see mine, right? You watch my life as much as I watch yours. For those who chose the Avian crystal cone, ooh, that was real clear cut. The condor. Now the condor showed up outside. The vulture, well, the California condor is what these vultures around here are called, and the number is 5, and I find that really intriguing. The number 5 has been showing up a lot. Has it been showing up in your life a lot? Because the number 5 talks about difficulties, arguments, confusion, misunderstandings, people not aligned, and because of that, a change, a significant change needs to take place, and because of that, a significant change is taking place. So number 5, condor, look at that. I am Condor, the great alchemist with wings. I am the order of the cosmos. I am that which devours. When life perishes, I will remove it. If something has ceased to be, I will give it new form. I am the shaman of death and the soul of renewal. I am your lingering clue that something must go. You need to look at life from the shadows and see how everything connects. You must accept that many things are beyond human understanding. There is change, there is transformation, there is death. It is the alchemy of time and the way of the universe. I will not give you all of the answers, but will offer you circumstances to heighten what you already know. If it is my lesson you seek, look around. Death is everywhere, with the red dawn of metamorphosis close behind. Stop running from change and let something die its death. Stop lingering where there is no hope. Let life be renewed as it is needing to be. You are transforming, you are resurrection, you are acceptance, you are condor. Stop. Stop with something that you know is dead and gone. Bam. For those who chose the sage wands, the crystal, the Reiki charged, crystal encrusted or embellished rosemary and California white sage, sage wands, the Queen of Wands, sage wands. I am the Queen of Wands. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And Merlin is my twin. So we work together. Even when he's not here, we work together. And we create the same, that's why I call it Merlin's Shamanic Toolbox. Because he's always with me, inspiring me to move on, to move forward, to create. Remember that song? Long day since I've seen you, my friend. I knew it wasn't gonna work. Things had to switch up, see the bigger picture. And now I look at you, and it's things have changed, right? We've grown. Was inspired. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the wands, that was it. Ooh, ooh, sometimes it's just really loud. So the loon. The loonie is the coin in Canada, a gold coin, the loon. And the loon has a mournful cry. You hear the mournful cry of the loon across the lake. And what's interesting is that the loon is also the grandmother. They're one. Grandmother comes and speaks. So the loon comes forward here. The loon and the grandmother are one. What number is it? 20? Double endings. 2, a pair. 0, beginnings. Double endings, beginnings. Wow. I am Loon, the keeper of dreams and the master of wishes. I am the place where poets wander. I am the world that great visionaries traverse. I am the lonely woods that beckon the mystic. I am where the madmen get lost and where the medicine men dream. To enter my waters, you have gone searching for a new reality. Your dreams have inspired you. Your fantasies have lured you in. Though the flow of wishes and hopes intoxicate and stimulate, sometimes they hold you hostage. I will let you envision new worlds, but you cannot linger long. From here you must recognize your own part in your life story. I am the enticement of shadows. Step inside my deep lakes and pull from it the endings you dream of. You are playing with possibility. You are exploring the land of dreams. You are fantasy. You are loon. But don't get stuck in your fantasy. You're not allowed to linger there long, grandmother says. Grandmother says, yes, I like that you come in and you step your toe into the waters of the dreamland and you see the future, but don't get stuck there, light worker. Get back down onto solid ground. You cannot linger there long, because these dreams and these hopes and these wishes, they intoxicate you and stimulate you, but they hold you hostage and prevent you from moving forward. Remember, don't be that person who's about to lose out on the love of his life because he's afraid to move forward. Don't be that one. The grandmother's guiding you. That's it. We're at a wrap. All right, you guys, I love you. I will upload these. I hope you have a beautiful holiday weekend if you are in the United States. If you're in Canada, I don't know what it is, or anywhere else. I don't even pay attention to holidays anymore. I live on a holiday. All right. I love you. Peace out. Bye.